Hi, Dustin Prevo, Wide Open Spaces and Top Pin Outdoors, here to do another outdoor review. Today we have the outdoor review for the Nikon Arrow ID 3000. This is Nikon's newest rangefinder they just sent me, and I got to tell you, out of the box, this is the #1 rangefinder I've put my hands on for clarity, for a lot of reasons, but as far as clarity goes, this is it. I've had a couple rangefinders, and I won't, name any names, but I bow hunt two and a half months out of the year. Very rarely do I take my gun out of the case. Muzzleloading season, yes. Shotgun season a little bit here in Maryland and in Pennsylvania, but I'm mostly bow hunting. And the thing with that is I need a quality rangefinder. Low light conditions, this is it. Clarity, this is it. Uncluttered design, this is it. What you'll find with this is it has 2 modes. And within these 2 modes, you can change in between first mode and distant mode. And in your screen, you can see the 1ST first and DST, distant. Now what that means is, as the first mode is in, as soon as the laser hits it, it's going to send it back to you. And so the first target it hits, basically whatever's in the foreground. Their true technology, which is phenomenal, has this opportunity for you to put it in the DST mode, or their distant mode. What that allows is for you to, if you've got a deer, a bear, turkey, something that's behind maybe some tall grass or a brush, and it's about to head out, to give you a good shot, good range, you want to take that opportunity to not be guessing where it is. So you want to have this rangefinder, which in DST mode will shoot the farthest within that. It'll declutter the stuff that's in front, the foreground, and it'll find that deer in the background and give you that range. 5-10 yards sometimes can make a difference when you're shooting, and a lot of times, I've run into a lot of issues in the past where I've shot high, I've shot low, I've shot behind, and I can't blame it on my rangefinder. I like to make excuses and blame it on my rangefinder. I've got no more excuses. This is it. One of their cool things that they have too with Nikon is they came out with their proven ID technology. And what that is it's the incline and decline. With Nikon's new ID technology, which they've included in their other rangefinders, but beneficially in this one as well, as you're on a tree stand or above the ground and the deer's down in the valley, or you're down in the valley and the deer's up above you and you're trying to take that shot, what it allows is the rangefinder to take out all the guesswork and tell you exactly where you should be aiming. They take every little bit of number crunch. If it's above, it's below the horizon, and it allows you to just worry about your shot. And that's important when it comes to bow hunting. And this is the bow hunter's rangefinder. However, this does range up to 550 yards. Now, a lot of times when they put out rangefinders and they say that their max range is 550 yards, like this one, what that means is ideal conditions, a reflective target. If you're out shooting ranges at 550 yards at a black tree, it's not going to work. So what I did was this week I took it up to Whiteface Mountain up in the Adirondacks in New York. As I was going through my travels, and I decided to take my rangefinder out and my cell phone out and try it out for myself, try to the distance that I could go, as far as how far it really shoots. Now, as a bow hunter, whatever you're comfortable with, but a lot of times you're not shooting over 50, 60, 70 yards. I know I've seen 95 yards and some crazy shots, but you're not shooting that crazy shot half the time. So for this thing to even go out to 150, 200 yards is unbelievable. But what I found at Whiteface Mountain was I was getting ranges at 350 consistently. When I hold this button down, there's 2 buttons here. When I hold this first button down, which is the power button, and that sends out the range, I push it once, it gets me a quick range there and back. I push and hold it for 8 seconds, it's catching ranges. And whatever I'm aiming at will send me back consistently. And it's with quality, and it's phenomenal. I mean, this rangefinder is, I honestly believe, is going to make me a better bow hunter. And it comes in at an awesome price. Manufacturer retail price, suggested retail price is coming in about $200, or $199.99 if we want to say under the $200. But you're looking at about $200 for a quality, solid, lightweight, very small rangefinder, and it's going to be, you know, probably one of the best purchases you've made come this hunting season for 2017, 2016. You know, you're looking at finally getting your hands on a quality product. And the biggest thing when it comes to rangefinders is you don't want all of these numbers and letters and lines and stuff that you don't even know what it's telling you on the screen. You know, whether they put the logo on there, or whatever they're doing. This is just simple. You look through this, you hit the button, it tells you what yardage you're at, and that's all you need. You don't need all that, you know, gibberish and stuff cluttering your screen. That's pretty important when you're out there bow hunting, and that moment's notice. I mean, we've all been there wanting to hit that deer, wanting to take that shot on that turkey, and if we're sitting there pushing the button and we're not getting a good reading, or it's not quick, or it's not reliable, you might as well just throw your rangefinder away, and we can go back to, you know, worrying about walking out the paces and hanging the ribbons on the tree. But, you know, today's technology allows us a lot of advances, and Nikon has gone above and beyond with this rangefinder to do that. And I'm pretty pumped to get this out there and put this to use this year. So the eye relief on this thing is amazing. You know, looking through, if I wear glasses, which I do on occasion, normally when I'm driving, not so much when I'm hunting, but as someone who wears glasses, this is your rangefinder as well. Got the 4x lens zoom, which is pretty important for bow hunting. It allows for a wide field of view, and that's when you're bow hunting. You don't want to put your time out there and spend trying to find the animal in itself. You put it to your eye, see the animal, and you're good to go from there. It does come with this neoprene case here. You know, it's basically keeping it in a water, not watertight, but water resistant mode, I guess we can say. And it comes with a shoulder strap, which at first I said I won't use a shoulder strap, but I'm kind of getting a little used to it here. And I'm sure come hunting season I'll find out what I'm going to do exactly with it. But it does allow for an opportunity to keep it on your chest the whole time and never leave it in your pocket, and so on and so forth. One thing I did kind of find out, you know, through my testing was, if I was to just take this case off here, now see, I've gone through and broke this in a little bit, but at first when I first had this case was kind of sticking up like this, if that helps. And what that would do was when I would hit a range, you know, it would actually range this cover here, and it would be in the way. So I've gone ahead, and what I did was I just set this overnight like this, and then just worked it. So now all it does is basically just pop off, and it's out of the way. So yeah, that's the Nikon Arrow ID 3000. Super light, fits in your hand, in your palm. Basically, get one of these, get out there. You're no longer worried about your range. You are going to be accurate. You're going to be dead on, whether it's above you, below you, or horizontal. You're going to find it with that 4x zoom, and it's going to be clear all the way through dusk. This rangefinder is probably going to be the best rangefinder you put your hands on yet, and I hope when you do, I hope you get out there and you shoot yourself a nice big buck this year, or turkey, or squirrel, or whatever. You know, if you're out shooting targets, you know, there's a lot of people in the professional sport of target shooting that are also using this as well. So either way, you're going to know your range, and that's important. And so when you get out there and you do use this year, make sure you send us over some pictures at Wide Open Spaces or Top Pin Outdoors, and we'll be sure to check them out. So again, I'm Dustin Prevost at Wide Open Spaces and Top Pin Outdoors here with the Nikon Arrow ID 3000 review. Get out there and hunt. Good luck.